And I enjoyed this clip because the moment the Republicans released their plan, I tweeted out something to the effect of how many pages are in it, because that's the only metric that is meaningful. And of course, it was a joke. It was a joke based upon my experience going down to that 928 or whatever it was years ago, a Tea Party Glenn Beck rally in Washington, D.C., and I interviewed probably about 60 people there. Two-way person, they all complained about the size of the Affordable Care Act bill, that it was just so big. And they all, many of them wanted to make the bills less than 10 pages long as a rule or law. Some maybe said, well, there could be, exceptions. And so I tweeted out that joke. And even in my wildest joke dreams, did I conceive of this moment?
Look at the size. This is the Democrats. This is us. You can't get any clearer in terms of this is government, this is not. And I think that part of the reason the visual is important is that when you actually look at the difference, you realize this is what big government does.
It makes stacks of papers that are 7 times larger than other stacks of papers.
Don't you think, actually, ironically, when you watch Sean Spicer, doesn't your inner Republican get kicked out and you're like, are my tax dollars actually going to fund this guy? This moron on TV with stacks of paper?
The awesome part was there was a moment, we should go back to it in a second, because there was a moment in the middle where he was sort of like his physicality, where he was trying to show there was a real sort of like, remember that British guy with the funny sweaters who was always like, this machine will juice for you and you will feel healthy and vibrant. Right around there, like where he's not sure if he should leave the podium.
The Democrats, this is us. There is,
there, that part.
You can't get any clearer in terms of this is government, this is not. And I think that part of the reason...
And believe me, when you bring this home, you're going to find that washing the floor is done like in a snap.
You're going to find that this is government and this is not government.
And the fact that that small stack of pages, apparently 66 pages, 6 of those pages dedicated to making sure that lottery winners do not stay on Medicaid. We'll get to that later. But I think this type of theater is really the only reason why they came out with this bill. It's going to die, and then they're just going to hope that their voters forget about it. And you know what? I think their voters will. I don't think they cared about policy ever. Maybe they'll just do a resolution. We're not going to call it Obamacare anymore. We're going to call it the American Health Care Act.
I haven't seen a clip for it yet, but Kellyanne Conway this morning said Trump wasn't like, hey, I want my name on this thing.
Right.
I want it de-blacked.
Yeah.
I want it de-blacked.
There you go.
Sick.
White health care.
White
That's
care.
what we're going to call it. We're just going to call it white health care.
Maybe Trump care actually is better than white care. It's just a thought.
Let's see how it does. If it wins Trump care. Hey, everybody. Sam Seder here.
Donald Trump is a bad guy. Believe me. It's true.
It is true. And you can subscribe to this channel by subscribing to this channel. It's true.